Greetings there once again, people, and welcome to yet another episode of Seeking Shamblers. This time around, we're still checking out Eternal Darkness. We have quite a little bit of a list to go, actually. Not sure how many of these we're going to need to be checking out, of course. A lot of these levels, I believe, are stuff we've already seen. But there does seem to be some names that don't sound that familiar to me, and therefore I'll have to dig through it, and of course record it and show it off to you guys. Anyway, this is one of the levels I happened to run across in the giant list, known as Dark As. I'm assuming it's a basic multiplayer level, but of course, just like every other level in Eternal Darkness, I have no freaking clue. The thing about Dark As is, the creator of this was disgruntled at Eternal Darkness for pulling off the things that they did, such as ripping the README files from the levels, and therefore we do get at least his name basically attributed to it. I don't remember his name offhand. I'll have to definitely look it up after I'm done with this video, but at the same time, I do know his name at least, and I could definitely add that to the Aftershock, Eternal Darkness reception area, and essentially have him saying whatever he ranted about. But yeah, at least that one, we have something to base it off of. We have some information about it, which is a bit more than we could say for a lot of stuff here. So thank you for at least ranting about Eternal Darkness and saying how much you hated it, because now I can actually credit you and get something. And hopefully going forward, we'll actually find a bit more information on it and a bit more documentation and all that. I hate that I have to upload just the BSP, but I'm not going to upload the text file that is included with Eternal Darkness, because that's not exactly accurate. And I'm not really going to upload the one that was included in previous compilations that had a bad timestamp, because that wouldn't be good either, I feel. I'm very particular about trying to upload something with a good timestamp. And so needless to say, I'm very not uploading a lot of stuff that otherwise we could. And thus why I'm using Eternal Darkness stuff when probably we shouldn't for any logical purposes. But at least this will provide a bit of a comparison later on. I mean, I could imagine it being easy enough to expand. If you had a good base or something like that, you can easily look online, try and compare the two files. And if the files are identical, you could easily add in the documentation or all that and call it a day. So it's better than having nothing. And that's basically kind of where we're going from all of this. Anyway, let's actually get to the particular level that we're dealing with, Dark As. I'm not really sure what it's as dark as. I'm assuming this is going to be a very dark level. I mean, it would be weird if the name was Dark As and then there was bright pitch and lightness and all that. But yeah, I'm not sure what it's trying to say, because Dark As ... doesn't really paint much of a picture. What is it? Are you trying to say some type of vulgar word? Is that what you're trying to go with? I don't know why you didn't finish your sentence. It feels weird to just have Dark As and you can't even describe what it says Dark As. Is this going to be the darkest level we've ever played? Is it going to be pitch black that we can't see? I don't know. Anyway, this one is Dark_As. And surprisingly, there isn't another one without the underscore. That would be interesting, because every other level they love to do that in Eternal Darkness, but not here. So let's load up this level, see what says Dark As. This isn't that dark. Okay, so as you see, it's Dark As. I don't know why. Maybe one day we'll find out. We need a documentation. I wish we had the documentation. Anyway, you can see there's lots of lava here, lots of death, and oh my god, I bumped into a visible teleporter. I did not mean to do that. I didn't know there was an invisible teleporter there. But, yeah, I found my way on top of a castle roof. I didn't really want to do that. I don't really know where I'm at now. I just lost my bearings in the first few seconds of playing this level. Yeah, this is kind of the problem of invisible teleporters. You really lose your bearings very, very quickly. Especially if you're walking into them without realizing that there's an invisible teleporter there. Yeah. Okay, we got a drop. Let's see here. Let's see what's around. We got this grenade launcher. Convenient. We also got this wall around this castle. Doesn't really hold anything useful. Lava balls bouncing to death. Excitingly. There's a little light on that little castle. Oh god, I feel dizzy. Let's see here. Where are we going? Well, like I said, there's a light there. And it looks like, well, there's a little ledge here, too. And some little detailing work. I could definitely see that. For August, which is when this map was made, this is actually relatively decent. Not too crazy. But at the same time, it does look relatively decent. Except for the fact that I can't see half the level due to drawing issues. Yeah, this is the problem of making a large open map. You get this. But we'll deal with it. And one day we'll eventually get the GL Quake, where we won't have this issue. Instead, we'll just have blurry text everywhere and the inability to see anything. Wait, that's even worse. Never mind! Let's see here. We have these holes in the ground, which allow you to see under the ground, obviously. And we got a pentagram, which allows me to protect myself from death. Like, you know, all the lava. You know, I probably want to swim in that lava with this pentagram, so I'm going to leave that pentagram just in case. Because you know how Quake levels work. Look in the lava when you have a pentagram. That's like the biggest rule of thumb. But okay, you can see there is a little thin light of some sort. Gotta appreciate all this architecture. This is all new architecture. Very fancy, very fresh. Fresh like Febreze over here. Wait, oh god! This is what happens when you misclick. I ended up blowing up something. Thank god we don't have realistic physics, or else I would have just blown up this bridge. Okay, let's see here. We're wandering onto this little giant platform that's just kind of here. X marks the spot of something. Wait, no, that's not an X. I don't even know what that is. What is that supposed to be? It's like a V with lines underneath. Is that like a K from the side? Oh my god, it's a K. It's a giant letter K, people. It's Special K cereal or something. Is that what this is? It's an advertisement for Special K cereal. It's dark as Special K or something. I don't know. Like I said, I'm really confused about the whole dark as thing. I was expecting a level, you know, as dark as whatchamacallit. I forget what the name of the level is. See, that's what the level should be as. It's as dark as that level, which I can't remember the name of. And that's why it's dark as ... Okay, well, let's see here. Rocket launcher that will allow me to shoot things like people on the ground and make them die horribly. That's always good. Visibility issues. That always is great when I'm trying to wander around lava. Let's see here. Let's go this way, I guess, because I don't really have much of an option at the moment. Let's see here. We have this. This seems to lead nowhere. I'm still on the lookout for invisible teleporters because I hit invisible teleporter at the very beginning, and that's driving me crazy. Because what did I hit? I wish I knew. Let's see here. So this way leads to the bottom floor. There's also this area that looks like it's an inset, I guess you could say. That looks like it leads inside the station. Just a little area, looks like. Nothing big. What's this? I see some... Wait a minute. Isn't that a trigger? Yeah, I think that's a trigger texture. What's it doing here? Visible to the world. That's weird. I don't think I've ever seen a trigger texture that's visible, people. This is very, very weird. And in addition to that, what's the trigger thing doing here? Is this like a button? Like I hit it and it does something? Very weird to have this very obvious looking object here with a trigger or word on it. But we'll worry about that in a second after I've done like everything else. Because after all, we have lots of weird little things to do, like wander out here to the courtyard and gather this random stuff that I don't really care about. Let's see here. We have this underside here. This is entirely useless though. Oh look, it's up for the Thunderbolt that I couldn't even see. Hooray! We got a Thunderbolt! Well, that's always good. At least I blundered around to get that. See, this is why you always aimlessly wander around, people. I think we've learned something today. Aimlessly wander around and hope something happens. Welcome to the land of classic shooters. Let's see here. Let's go this way. Health. Resources. I'm assuming maybe these X's led somewhere? I'm not really sure. Where are the invisible teleporters? Also, there's no nail gun in this map as far as I'm seeing. That's interesting. Then again, most people said the nail gun was the worst gun, so I guess I could see that. Anyway, we have two of these. Let's go left. Yep, these lead to the invisible teleporters. I see. So you go to that one, you go to that tower. I'm assuming you go to the other one, you go to the other tower? That would make sense to me. It sounds like a logical, rational explanation. Yes, indeed. Hooray, I figured out the invisible teleporters. Okay, so that's that one. Now the question is, well, what does that button do? That's a good mystery. What does that mysterious button do? It's here. I don't know what it does. I don't like it. Maybe I should grab the pentagram and dive in some lava or something first. But then I might have this. Let's see here. Oh god, I hit the button! Oh my god, it can get dark. Look at this, people. Okay, I guess this is why they call the level Dark As, because there's a freaking light switch. Oh god, this is horrible. This is horrible, people. Look at this. I can't even see what I'm doing anymore. Oh my god, I'm gonna die horribly like this. Yeah, I'm blundering around aimlessly. And so I'm assuming this just stays off until someone wanders around and finds the light switch and hurts it back on? I guess that's the whole idea, is that now it's like someone's gonna be disgruntled enough and be like, God, these torches are always failing. And they're gonna come up here and then you're gonna whack them with a blackjack. Or wait, that's thief. But that's beside the point. Let's see here. You press the switch. The light switch is turned back on. We're not about to die. Okay, let's grab this very convenient pentagram here that's been sitting here patiently. And dive into the lava and see what happens. Is there anything important in the lava? Well, I can see a bunch of red. I can't see what I'm doing. Can I get out of the lava? Uh-oh. I don't think I can get out of the lava, people. I'm trying to move, but I can't see a way out of the lava. This is not good. This is not good, people. There's no way out of the lava. Climb! Climb for the love of God! Wait, what's this? This is just a pillar. Yeah. Okay, so if you fall in the lava, no way out of the lava as far as I'm seeing. It's just a giant open sparse area, but nothing in there. So, that's basically the level. Nothing really too fancy. The most interesting gimmick of the level has to be that light switch. Everything else is relatively conventional, and it felt like your average generic level. But then you get to see the light switch, and that's definitely a little interesting gimmick. It's definitely not the most complicated thing in the world, but at the same time, it manages to work rather well. Something that just turns off all the lights in the level and makes it like a thing that suddenly you have to ambly stumble around. And suddenly you get some good ideas to basically camp around there and try and take out people that try and turn the light switch back on or something. Yeah, this level seems to definitely promote camping, doesn't it? Definitely against what like other levels would do, whereby they say, we hate campers, we want nothing to do with campers. Campers is not being a strategy, obviously. But that's aside the point. It's just at the end of the day another deathmatch level and an endless series of deathmatch levels. But at least we get something that has a little bit of a different gimmick. Something at least to look at and appreciate, which is really, really good when we're talking plus 200 levels at this point, mostly being pointless deathmatch levels. So, with that in mind, at least we had something to do to entertain us for a little bit. Thank you all for watching. It's been kind of pointless, I guess, and I shall see you all, well, next time.